drilled her.
So I had a splinter lift on my main hunting bow yesterday. You can kind of see it right there, just a little bit of a crack. It actually goes all the way down to back here. I'm really glad this didn't blow up on me, but it could still, so I'm going to have to fix it to keep it from becoming a hazard or breaking later on. The reason that thing lifted there is because when I worked the wood around that knot, I went too deep when I was building the bow. And so what happens is when you bend the bow, all that tension that's in that layer of wood pops that wood up right there. The way I'm going to fix it is I'm going to soak it in super glue, and then I'm going to wrap it very tightly with serving thread to make sure that it can't lift any further. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some 220 grit sandpaper. I've got a true oil finish on this, so I'm just going to real lightly sand that off. I'm going to go ahead and sand the sides too. So I'm going to wrap that thread all the way around it. I just want it to glue down to this wood all the way around. You can really see that lift now that I've sanded around it. It's really showed itself there, right here. So as this wood bent, that just lifted up like that, and that's why we call that a lift. So I'm going to tighten this bow down in the vise, and then I'm going to put downward pressure on this limb. When I glue it, I'm going to try to open that up just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to start by laying a loop like that. there you have it. We'll let that dry, and then I'll come back and put a little bit of true oil here on the edges, get that sealed back up. We should be good to go. Alright, so the glue is dried on the thread. It's all extremely tight, hard, and it's going to hold for a long time. Now, one thing I didn't like about that super glue I had was it was the gel type super glue. And it's good stuff, but I don't know that it will soak into the wood as good as the more runny super glue would. And something else about it is it left some white spots on here, which I've actually taken off. There's some whiter clusters on here that I think were just extra glue that didn't get wiped off, and that glue turned white. But I actually took some steel wool and was able to get that rubbed down for the most part. So what I'm going to do now is take some true oil, and I'm going to rub that over all of this just to refinish the bow where I sanded it off, and to provide a waterproof covering. Alright, so here's the finished repair on the bow limb. It's all dried and ready to go. I've actually put probably 50 shots through this bow already this morning, and everything's holding up really well. So I'll throw a few more shots to it for you guys so you can see it. But other than that, thank you all for watching.